Hi everyone, I'm Emily Kinney and I'm at Amoeba and this is what's in my bag. And I know you're alone most of the day. I know you spend nights the very same way. I know you're not with somebody new. I won't break his heart to fix you. And I think and I pray about that. One of my all-time favorite movies is True Romance. I love this movie. Patricia Arquette is one of my favorite actresses, and there's a part when they're kind of like telling each other that they like each other.
Call girl.
You're a whore?
And she says,
No, I'm a call girl and there's a difference, you know.
I love that part. And there's a difference. I could watch it over and over again. I kind of want to go home and like just not do anything this afternoon and watch this movie. I also got That Thing You Do, because I was just on tour actually. In the van we had a TV and a DVD player, and this is one of the movies that we just happened to have with us. And so we watched it quite a lot, so those songs are just like get stuck in your head too. There's something about this movie that's really fun, and you relate to it, and being in bands.
Thank you. Thank you. You're the Wonders.
The Wonders? You know they're the Wonders?
The first thing that I thought of when I thought of like, oh, I want to find some vinyl and some records are the Carpenters. Because when I was really little, like 4 or 5 years old, my parents only kept a few records, but one of them was a Carpenters Greatest Hits album, and I just sat there and listened and memorized all the words. They had all the lyrics written out, just sitting there listening and learning every single song. Like Yesterday Once More and Sing a Song, Sing Out Loud. That one got into my body and my brain and my voice like very early on.
Sing a song, sing out loud.
I started thinking about other music I listened to when I was little, and a lot of it was my parents' taste, you know. So I found Jim Croce. I had to find the one though that had Operator, because I remember my dad really liked that song. My dad has really, really good taste in music, or at least like what I like, and we had this, not this particular album, again, but a lot of the same songs.
Operator, but could you help me place this call?
Oh, I also found Carole King. This exact album actually we had a CD, just like this, in my house. So I've always loved Carole King. You've Got a Friend. It's pretty sweet. I Feel the Earth Move. I feel like I saw that a lot though growing up at like going to talent shows and going to like auditions. You'd hear people sing that song a lot for auditions. I think it's really up and you can really sing it out.
I feel the earth move under my feet. I feel the sky tumbling down.
I actually remember my older sister having this Weezer album. I stole her little tape deck Walkman. And this tape was, like the actual tape was in it, and I listened to it over and over again. I was walking back and forth from the middle school. So this specifically makes me think of the walk from my house to the middle school, this album. And I love Weezer, they're really, really good.
In the garage, I feel sad. No one laughs above my way.
I was like, okay, I need some new music just for in the van, and a friend of mine said, oh, hey, the new Blur album is really, really good. I've been listening to this a lot, just on my iPod. They're really good. My favorite track is Terracotta Heart.
Sweating all the time sings is my terracotta heart breaking. I don't know if I'm losing you.
Tom Waits, of course. I love this album. Obviously, I got to sing a lot of Tom Waits when I was working on The Walking Dead. The character I played, Beth, she was also obviously a fan of Tom Waits because she sang a couple Tom Waits songs. Hold On, of course, and I Don't Want to Grow Up. House Where Nobody Lives is one of my favorite tracks from that.
Looks like no one will ever come back to the house where nobody lives.
I remember going to video stores and just looking around and being like, huh, that would be good to watch. Oh, I haven't seen that in a while. So it was really fun being in the video section and being like, oh yeah, I want to see that. Hook. I I loved Hook growing up. I love everything having to do with Peter Pan. It's always been sort of my dream as an actor to someday play a fairy, especially a fairy like this with Julia Roberts, because she's like kind of a badass fairy. Someday, I hope, before I get too old, I have to play a fairy. Or I could play like an old little lady fairy, I guess.
Oh, dear me, I did it.
Tink, look what happened. You broke your house.
And then I loved scary movies growing up, so I got Scream. I haven't seen the new TV show, but I love 1, 2, and 3. Scream 1, 2, and 3 are pretty awesome.
Why do you want to know my name?
I want to know who I'm looking at.
What did you say?
I just realized I also grabbed the first season of Dawson's Creek, and they're both written by Kevin Williamson, so obviously I'm a Kevin Williamson fan. I loved the way the teenagers talked.
It's so unpredictable. The audience is never going to see it coming. It's like Janet Leigh in Psycho.
Drew Barrymore in Scream.
A rip-off of a rip-off.
The way they sort of analyzed all the situations that they were going through. I know some people maybe think Dawson's Creek a little cheesy or whatever, but I loved it, because as a teenager, you felt like they're very smart and articulate and articulating, you know, everything that they're going through, and in some ways were smarter than their parents.
Your reasons for doing what you're doing, they can't possibly outweigh the everlasting damage that you're creating.
Oh yeah, and Big. I actually saw this because I was just talking with a friend last night about this movie. I just moved into an apartment here in LA. Then we started talking about this movie and about how when he gets his apartment, he fills it with, he has like a big trampoline and a bunch of toys. And there's the part too where he's playing on the big giant piano in New York City, and at the time I hadn't ever been to New York City. So I just thought the whole thing was really exciting. I loved this because I always felt like I wanted to be older. And now that I am, I feel like I've like stalled. Now I'm like really mature for my age.
I'm gonna be 30 years old for the rest of my life.
But it's all fun.
I got enough to eat and am perfectly safe.
Those are my amoeba finds.
Thank you so much for sharing with us.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Amoeba.